Top 20 instructions from Jesus for our day to day lives. From his Sermon on the Mount, Book of Matthew 5, 6, and 7. 1. Be the salt of the earth, be the light of this world. What if the salt loses its saltiness? It is no longer good for anything. What if a light is put under a bowl? It doesn't give light to everyone in the house. So let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. 2. Neither be angry with others nor scold them with evil words. For Jesus warns, we will be subject to judgment then, or even to be in danger of the fire of hell. Moreover, he insists that we first reconcile with whomever we are in dispute with before we give our intended offerings to God. 3. Settle matters quickly with your adversary before it leads to a court case. Otherwise, you will land up in several miseries and will not get out until you have paid the last penny. 4. Do not look at a woman lustfully, for anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. 5. Except for sexual immorality, do not divorce your spouse. Otherwise, it makes them the victim of adultery, and anyone who marries a divorced woman or man commits adultery. 6. Do not make any promises or swear by any names or objects. Simply let your yes be yes and your no be no. Anything beyond this is from the evil one. 7. Do not resist an evil person. Be patient if someone strikes you or take away your belongings or force you to walk along with him. Give to the one who asks you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. 8. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. For our God causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. What reward will you get if you love those who love you, or greet only your own people? 9. Be careful not to do your acts of righteousness before people to be seen by them. When you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. 10. When you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray in public to be seen by others. But when you pray, keep yourself away from all around and pray to your heavenly Father in secret. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling, for your heavenly Father knows what you need before you ask him. 11. When you fast, do not look sober as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show others they are fasting. When you fast, do not show off that you are fasting, but only to your heavenly Father who is unseen, and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. 12. Do not store up for yourselves treasure on earth, but in heaven. It will get ruined if stored on earth, whereas they will not if in heaven. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be. 13. Do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Your heavenly Father knows that you need them. Hence seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble on its own. 14. Do not judge others, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged, and with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. 15. Don't waste what is holy on people who are unholy. If you do, they may disvalue it and may turn against you. 16. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and to the one who knocks the door will be opened. 17. So in everything do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law and the prophets. Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. 18. Enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. 19. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. By their fruit, that is, deeds, you will recognize them. No one can serve two masters. You will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. 20. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock, and no rains or wind or storm can make it fall. May the Spirit of God help you to follow these commands of Jesus Christ. Thank you.